else wants to see some greenery, some lush things growing in here? Me, please. Something black to make the lantern pop a little bit. All right, and we're walking through. I only brought this out for y'all. So I think I'm gonna reseat it. I want everything to be filled up and pretty. That's why that ranunculus bed is really starting to get on my nerves. Imagine these pretty light pink roses on here. Hello, dearest friends, lovely people. I am in the mood to have tea in the garden this morning. It feels so good. The sun is beaming down. I don't know if y'all can hear the birds, but they are playing my song. I feel like every time I come in here, I feel like they're putting on a concert for me, and I'm like surrounded by birds. It's so nice. But I'm making some tea. I have some tea bags right here. I have a green tea bag because I want a little caffeine this morning. And I have a wild berry zinger tea bag. Pop that in here. And I like to have my tea cold. So I like to use 2 tea bags just so it's a little bit stronger. And I like to pour about half with water. About half. And then I'll fill the rest up with ice. And it smells so good. I've been loving this combination lately. All right, I'm gonna just let this finish steeping, give it a few more minutes, and then we will get started in today's garden walkthrough. I've made some changes. I didn't do anything to the front yard, so that's really gonna be a quick walk up there. The only thing that is different is that the tulips are just a little bit taller than they were last week. I did, however, get a few things done in the kitchen garden, and I see a few of the narcissus starting to bloom. So let's get this tea finished, and then we can take a good walk through. Oh, and before we get into it, I am almost at 10K subscribers. I cannot believe it, that I'm hitting that milestone. I'm very excited about it. And to celebrate, I'm doing like a Q&A, ask me anything type of video. So I'd love it if you have any questions for me as far as personal, about my everyday life, about gardening, about business and YouTube, any type of question that you have, I'd love to answer it in that video. So drop them below and just maybe write AMA or Q&A so that I know I can include it in that video. But thank you guys so much. I am very grateful for what is happening with this channel. I feel blessed to be able to create in the way I want to through this platform. So that would not be possible without all of you watching and commenting. So again, thank you so much. So let's finish up this tea so we can go ahead and get started. I think it's good. But we're gonna take these out and we're gonna compost the tea bags, of course. And I like to add ice. I like to put a lot of ice. It's Georgia, it's hot, and I need some ice in my tea. So we're just gonna use all of it. Get that in, and then I like to put sugar in my tea because I like it sweet. I like it very, very sweet. And this is what I've been drinking lately. Green tea mixed with like a raspberry or a wild berry tea. It's so good. And I feel like it tastes even better because we're outside in the garden. And this my cup, it's one of my Dearest Garden mugs, and it says, "In every season there is beauty to be found." And I feel like there's so much beauty out here. All right, so the kitchen garden entrance, I did decide, I said in my March garden plans video that I don't know if I wanted to create a new spring garden or create a spring garden display in this spot, but I ended up doing it and it looks different than last year, so I'm happy with it. I feel like I want to add a pot like in this spot, like something black to make the lantern pop a little bit, and this container right here where I have some narcissus already growing in here from last year. And I added a bird feeder here just because I don't have any food right here, so I don't mind birds coming this close to the kitchen garden. And it looks so pretty. I happened to catch a bird on camera that's gonna be in my next video. Love it, love it, love it. But this how it turned out. I think I like it. I like it so far. Of course, I have another frog. Me and my frog statues. And concrete urn here. Yeah, and all of these are empty because we have to go plant shopping. We need to go get some spring plants, and I just haven't been yet, which is so funny that I haven't been. And our tulips all around the edge. I started mulching and weeding again this area, so I worked on this side so it looks better than it did in the last walkthrough that we did last week. But yeah, this is how it is looking, and hopefully it isn't too bright and y'all are able to see. I should have put a darker filter on this camera. And here is how it looks right here. My bike. And more tulips coming up. And I have some like crocus coming up in this pot. I don't know if I want to move those out of here and put them in a different spot because I feel like you can't see them that well. I might end up digging those out. And I have a basket here and an empty terracotta pot. Yeah, and then for the bike, I'll end up putting some flowers. For this, I just like to use, I forgot what that stuff is called. Like the cocoa liner. Yeah, the cocoa liner to put in here, and then I will just set whatever I end up buying right inside of it. So the cocoa liner covers up the store container. That's what I like to do. All right, and we're walking through. So here's another thing that I conquered. The strawberry bed is tidied up. Most of the runners are gone. I kind of got tired, so I gave up. So I did leave some runners inside, in the ground. Yeah, so there's still some runners inside the pathway. I just gave up. But look how much better it looks. Looks so good. There's some that I planted here that I accidentally pulled out, and I just planted them in so it looks like a space, but that'll fill in. But it definitely looks much better than it did. I filled this entire bed with ranunculus plants. I forgot how many it was. It was a lot. And I have a lot of gaps, like some stuff just didn't come up. Yeah, I don't know if I'll do this next year. I don't know if I like it looking like this while I wait on blooms. I don't know. I wish it was kind of filled up with something. But this bed looks lovely still. Have a few blooms coming up, or, you know, a lot of blooms have came up, but these have opened. So that's fun. And I usually am not the biggest fan of yellow, but I really like how these look. I do. It's gonna look so pretty once they all open up. All right, make our way through this little path. And so these two pots, I didn't have them out last time, but they're supposed to, they came with this basket. And I don't leave this basket out here because I don't want it to get wear and tear from the elements. So I only brought this out for y'all so y'all can see how these baskets look. They're really pretty. But after this video, they're going right back into the garage because I do not want them to get weathered and torn. Oh, and they're from TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx, you have to like just go in there often to find stuff because they don't like stock the same things. And right here I have some salvia that blooms purple, and we had cut it down in one of my garden cleanup videos, so it should bloom back really soon. It's gonna be very pretty. This black pot right here, I have those same tulips that's around in the kitchen garden, but these should be opening up very soon. You can see them. You can see the buds right there. Look at my mug. I'm gonna pick this back up. All right. Keep walking to our cool season vegetable bed. I'm thinking about seeding more lettuce in this bed. My seeds are a few years old, and maybe that's why I'm not seeing a lot of germination. Like you can see this here, but then you don't see nothing. You don't see nothing here. You see it here, but this whole area should look like this, should be filled. So I think I'm gonna reseed it, which is fine, it happens. But I did get really good germination on my carrots. So you can see, can you see? I don't know, it's really small. I don't know if y'all can see that. Carrot seeds. I can see the carrots like all the way down, which is nice. And you can see the Swiss chard. So that came up really well too. You can see like a whole row of Swiss chard. And my pea seeds, I had awful germination, I think because they're old too. So I only have 2 pea seeds. Thought about adding more pea seeds to this spot, but I feel like I'm late. I read that runner beans can be planted near peas, and I have some runner beans that were given to me, so maybe I could put that in that spot. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I don't like when things don't germinate, and I feel like I should plan more for stuff to not germinate. So I'm like, okay, if this doesn't work out, I'm gonna plant this a few weeks after if I don't get germination. I need to start thinking that way because I don't want to see any gaps. I don't want to see any soil if possible. I want everything to be filled up and pretty. That's why that ranunculus bed is really starting to get on my nerves. Yeah, it really is. I have my lovely peonies coming back. Oh, I love peonies so much. That's going to be very pretty. And then we have some narcissus right here. I just stuck this right here just so I can get it off the ground. I kind of like it right here though. All right, the greenhouse. Haven't touched the greenhouse. I actually added more things in here and it's a mess. So I have some fruit trees growing that was in the house, and I went ahead. It's been getting really hot, so I moved them back outside to the greenhouse for now. I have a lemon lime and some type of citrus, another citrus tree. I can't remember what it is. Can't remember. But here are my seedlings, still moving very slow, I feel like. And I'm gonna be potting the cucumbers up, the squash up very soon. I'm just gonna transplant my onions directly into the garden. I didn't get that many on the onions. Kind of sad about that. I probably should have started these earlier. My one little lavender. But yeah, so maybe next time y'all see the seeds, most of them will be potted up, hopefully. Still so much work to do in here. It's a mess. It is. And here are those strawberry runners. It's about 50, I think. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15. Yeah, it's about 50. And the rest are going to be going to my mom. I just have them sitting in like a bucket of water. I feel like just cleaning out the greenhouse could probably be a video on its own. Would that be fun to do? Like let me see. Like a greenhouse refresh, a greenhouse cleanup with me video showing like the before and after, and hopefully we're filling it with a bunch of plants. Like, who else wants to see some greenery, some lush things growing in here? Me, please. We need something. It's like, it's just so messy and it, okay, let's move on. And I have a tulip growing right here. This is a pink tulip that was part of that display from last year, and I just left them in the pot, and look at them coming back. Look how pretty that looks. Oh, let's say hi to Bunny. Almost missed it. We've made it to the front yard, and this is actually a Bradford pear tree. I was calling it the wrong thing for the longest time. Someone told me that this is a Bradford pear. So thank you. And it is absolutely gorgeous. It is gorgeous. Look how that looks. Very, very pretty. But nothing much has changed in the front yard. We still have the hellebores. I used to have 3 here, but I lost one of them. I don't know what happened. That bed over there, I still need to clean up. Yeah, our fig tree is waking up. You can see the little green. And we still need to take some cuttings of this one. So the tulips are up more, have came up more, and you can see the narcissus are up way more than last week. There's a lot more. And I kind of planted like a drift. Let me see if I can zoom out a little bit. I planted like a drift, kind of like with the tulips. So the tulips go there, they curve here, and then the narcissus, I kept them kind of on the edge a little bit, but it kind of drifts out some. Like there's one there. Yeah, and it just drifts down. Hopefully this turns out really pretty. Tulips have came up more on both sides, and you see our big patch of the narcissus. And some are blooming, not a lot. Blooming over there. I have yet to conquer the front porch, and I still don't know what color I want to paint the door. But here are our roses. It's like 1, 2, and 3. And they're going to be, I can't wait for these to start blooming. I'm going to keep saying that because it's going to be so pretty. And I think y'all are going to love it. Well, if you see my past videos, you know how it looks. But they're bigger now. So it's going to look even better. Along with the ones that are around there. They're the same, and they're going to look so good. I made it back to the backyard, and in this bed, this is actually where I plant where I have gladiolus coming up. And I started weeding this area. Still quite messy though. And this is some sedum that I planted. I just threw right here. I found on clearance and I just threw it somewhere. And these are alliums. The bees love the alliums. I can't wait to see them get on that. And this is a rose that I think I'm gonna move. I forgot the name of this one, but I think I'm gonna move it. Have some creeping phlox in this area surrounding this rose. I don't see any buds on the roses yet. None on that one either. Oh, just imagine these pretty light pink roses on here. These pretty burgundy roses right there. Pretty peach color roses. Oh gosh, it's gonna be gorgeous. And here are our narcissus we planted in this section. This is the section that continues to flood over and over again, but maybe the narcissus was a good plant to put here because they seem to be doing okay. And we can actually see there's one blooming, or about to open up, about to bloom. All right, we have our one of our pear trees blooming. I love how the blooms on the fruit trees look. They are stunning, stunning. Here's the other one. Maybe we'll actually get some fruit this year. That would be so fun. This is the plum. The blooms are starting to fade on this one. This is a snowball viburnum that does not like the full sun or our full sun. I've moved this one like 3 times. So it looks kind of sad. I moved it so many times. But it blooms, it has these pretty white blooms. And so these are gonna be the blooms. So it should look pretty, even though it looks random and weird right here. I threw it here because this tree gives it a lot of shade, a lot of afternoon shade, which is what it needs. Along with this limelight, this limelight looks really pretty when it's blooming. We have the gorgeous, gorgeous peach trees. Lovely. And the second one is right there. I have yet to conquer this area, our little seating area. I need to weed and mulch. But you can kind of envision what I'm trying to do. So this tree is going to be leaving us, but this one's going to stay. And that one's going to stay. And, you know, that one. I'm trying to create like an orchard back here. Yeah, like a mini orchard. So I mentioned that tree right there. And then we have this apple tree. And we want to get another, we're going to get another apple tree. I love the blooms. I love the blooms. They're so pretty. Yeah, but that's what I'm kind of envisioning for the back. For this week's walkthrough, we are right back where we started at, right near the narcissus. Oh, this is going to be so gorgeous when it is all blooming. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. And I cannot wait to show you guys. And make sure you comment below any Q&A or ask me anything, questions that you have for me. Again, they could be personal. It could be about YouTube. It can be about gardening. Whatever's on your mind, whatever you want to ask me, let me know below. And just make sure you put ask me anything or Q&A right next to it so I know to include it in our 10K celebration video. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm saying that. Oh, I'm so excited. I've just been smiling about it. My cheeks kind of hurt from smiling so much. But I'm grateful and I'm thankful that I get to be able to do this. I get to be surrounded by all the beautiful blooms and the flowers. Oh, and I can't wait to see the pollinators. Thank you guys. Thank you for allowing me, for giving me the space to do this. Very, very grateful. And make sure you comment below if you are enjoying these weekly garden walkthroughs with me. This is our second one we've done. If you missed the first one we did, make sure you watch that. It was like a cloudy day, so I feel like the footage looks a little bit better in that video compared to this one. But I'm not complaining. I'm happy about the sun. It means all our flowers are gonna get what they need to bloom beautifully. But again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Trusting